live-ish, live-ish. It's Sam and Michael and Bishisht. And so, sorry for starting late. The first hangout failed. We're back in there. What has been happening today? Michael and I have done one ticket of... What did we look at, Michael? I forgot now. What was that first one? It was website 1, and it was on moving the Karma stuff out of the user table into its own table. So that's done. Pull request in there. We've got a couple of quick other pull requests for removing old scripts, uploading to Ruby 2.3.1, and we just started on, but have not finished, stuff on improving Hangout telemetry.
So your Ruby 2.3.1
Failing.
failed on semaphore for some reason.
Yeah, we'll see. So pull request in there. I also completed
Go on.
video of the Hangout 1 legacy stuff this morning. That was in other news. Michael, anything to add?
Nope.
Bishisht, how are you doing?
Yeah, hello Sam. I'm good.
Good to see you again. Yes, I was just thinking we had a guy called I think you're from Nepal, is that right?
Yeah, I'm from Nepal.
And you often suffer from not wonderful Hangout connections. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, I can hear you okay. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay.
Yeah, I think but so you're based in Nepal, is that right?
Yeah, I'm living in Nepal now.
Yeah, I was just cool. I mentioned it because there was a guy who, I'll put his link, his Facebook link. He's called Shishir, who I think is also in Nepal, who was involved in Agile Ventures in the early days. Thomas is here as well. Hey, Thomas. But yeah, Bishisht, anything to update on you've started the Visit Meet project, which I've created a channel for you. How are things going with that?
Yeah, things are going like quite nice now. I've started adding Cucumber features.
Mm-hmm.
Generated a new app because I get a lot of people that the app is not good to look at back, So I've generated a new app from the Rails Composer tool on it. I actually need the Stripe capability to sell some products. So I have generated a new app. Let me just check the link. Just a moment.
Sure. Well, don't worry. I mean, I guess I would say that I wouldn't be in a hurry to create the new app per se. I'd say that the critical thing is just to get the user stories and get into a situation where we can talk through the user stories. So I'd say, I mean, don't worry about that showing that now, but if you can, like I was saying to you before, just even on a flat text file or what have you. I'm just looking through on that thing there. Like at the moment, you've got. Yeah, I'll just show my screen. You've got this homepage feature. Don't worry about trying to have it necessarily in a features like in a. It doesn't have to be in a pure Cucumber thing. I would say in the Slack instance, like in Visit Meet, just start getting some of those stories in there. I mean, here you've got kind of a scenario which is sort of specific to the homepage. But what you want to get is something where you're talking about, as a visitor, so that I can get, I think was a great deal on a stay in Nepal. I want to find cheap accommodation near my current location. I mean, I'm just like randomly making that up. But so, and in some ways that it's less important to be working out the steps that you're coming in through the website than it is to be thinking, independently from the website, what is it that the people, in your system want to achieve? Go on, Michael.
Are you trying to build Airbnb for Nepal?
Well, I think...
no, it's not like...
I'm not saying this is exactly what Bishish wants to do. This is like me just giving a random example of a kind of, I think Bishish has a more sophisticated idea that we could go into separately, perhaps. But did what I was saying there make sense, Bishish?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, about focusing on the stories rather than the actual flow of the interface.
Yeah. No, that's what you saw there. It's just like for setting up the BDD stack. I took the example from the Semaphore CI blog that told me like how to set up all this stack, and I just did that. I'll be starting to write features soon. Maybe probably tomorrow.
Okay,
we can see some more features.
Yeah,
but I'd like to ask something.
Go on.
When I tried to run the specs, the features, the homepage thing, it said to me like they can't find Cucumber. I'm sorry, not Cucumber. It said something like it can't access the API,
Sure.
But normally it's working. So
okay.
Why?
Yeah, so that's the kind of thing that's very difficult to help you with without sort of the precise thing. So what I'd strongly recommend, I'm going to have to go in a minute. What I'd very strongly recommend is that if you get the precise error message that you got and you pop that into the visit meet thing, then potentially we can give you some precision support on that. But at the same time, I would say the implementation details are a side thing. You don't want to get too distracted on being able to run the R specs or the cucumbers or the, integrate with Stripe until you've, got these stories clear. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So,
yeah.
I mean, happy to potentially give you some support on that, but we will need I'd draw your attention to, we had, this morning, there's a guy, Ryan Jeff, and he originally posted in local support. But so he was having, some trouble with this code. And, this is, I think, quite instructive. Have a look through Tech Talk here and see my interaction with him about, the extra, I'm having to sort of draw out extra bits of information for him about what's going on in order to be able to help him. So, and being able to help effectively, it sort of requires having access to quite precise information about what you're doing. And so, sometimes, like, if you've got that already and it's ready to show in a screen share, we can look at it in a Hangout. But if that's not the case, then maybe, either in Visit Meet or in Tech Talk, we can have a look at those technical issues. Yeah?
So can I just jump in?
You can jump in, Thomas. Go on.
I'm sorry about the background noise, but I just wanted to give some input. So what Sam is basically saying here is that starting to implement the features at this stage is a little too premature. I think that if you spend some time describing writing out user stories, independently of how the implementation would look like, just spend some time on the intellectual process of defining user stories, and then you can take the stories and create scenarios of that. But that is like step 2 in the process. Am I understanding you correctly here, Sam?
Yeah, I think you are.
Okay, just to clarify that, I think it's very important. I know that a lot of my students or other people that I interact with in Agile Ventures, myself included, are jumping too fast into choosing the stack, setting up the frameworks and stuff like that, and then it's always better to do some upfront design, even in Agile methodologies. Just enough upfront design is good because that gives us a clarity of what we want to achieve, and then we start to look on stacks, testing frameworks, etc. That is the second step. Less charge. I've been there myself. I know that jumping in too fast into the implementation phase is very tempting, but it's much better if we do a bit of upfront design first.
Yes, indeed. I think you and I are completely on the same page there, Thomas. I think Bishish is in the interesting position that he has actually already deployed kind of a working app to Heroku, and I think he's just coming in and discovering these new BDD, TDD things. So, it may take him some time to digest them. Bishish, you put the Pastebin link in there, and I can sort of see what's going on. I've moved that into, the Visit Meet with a Slack, we can maybe have a look for that. But as you're hearing from Thomas and I, we're very keen on trying to get some other things sorted out before we worry about the implementation details. Let me just check in. It's a Scrum with Thomas. Thomas, any updates from you? How are things going with you?
So I just popped in to say hi. Not much action on related stuff. You know, my time is totally committed to Cross Academy.
Sure. Yeah, always good to see you. Always good to see you.
Thank you.
Excellent. All right. Well, I've got to run off. I'll just say, yeah, Bishish, did now Thomas and I have both had a kind of a go. Does that all make sense?
Yeah. Okay. No problem.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'll try and give you, we'll see if we can give you a hand in the Slack afterwards. I've got to nip off now. I guess, Michael, we were talking about maybe voting on some stories. We've ended up spending the time supporting Bishish instead. But yeah, we can carry on with the async voting and see how that goes. I'm very much hoping that we will, just do some extra voting and coordination and so on in the scrums. I mentioned tomorrow afternoon I have to go and do like a pre-op thing, and next Monday I have an operation. So I'm not sure what time I'm going to be available tomorrow, Michael. Hopefully I should be like available like for about an hour and a half before the scrum tomorrow.
Okay. On Friday, we'll do some stuff too in the morning, so not be available.
All right. Yeah, so bits and bits. I guess, yeah, the next few days, and I have this operation, it's going to be a bit up and down. We'll play it by ear. All right.
All right.
Good to see everyone. Bye for now.
Okay. Bye, guys.